Hello, so I will be making a video on how I make my unboxings. This has been requested quite a few times for quite a long time, so about time I make one. And the table you see right here, this is my computer slash unboxing table. I live in a rather small apartment, so I don't have room to have both. When I make my unboxings, I usually just move this and this aside, and then I have this room right here. So for example, I have an album right here, I would put it here. Then I have my camera right here. This I've had since 2014. I'm filming now with my phone, and it is a bit beaten up, but it still holds up quite well. Let me show you here what kind it is. Hope you can see it. So it's a Sony Handycam HDR CX220. And then I put it out like this. We can see the viewfinder. And then opening this part. And so we have the camera on. And there we can see it in the viewfinder. Then I would adjust it accordingly. So I have this one that I can adjust with. This is basically just moving this up and down. So we can go all the way down or up. And then the legs of the tripod. Now this part is out, as you can see, but I can also raise it up one more step to make it even higher. So I can make quite a lot of unboxings depending on how big they are. I'll have to raise this up or even raise the legs up even more. And I also have this to adjust in case I want to move it a little bit this way, that way. So just gonna turn that off for now. And then I sit my ass down here. And then I have this one I've actually recently bought because I will not be bringing my camera with me, nor my computer, to Korea and Japan when I go there in October. But I am going to bring my tripod and of course my phone. So I'll be filming all my unboxings and videos on my phone. And for it to hold up on a tripod, I bought this thing. So I can just, it's a clutch. Just put the phone in it, and then this part here, I'll put this one in instead. So perfect. So that is how I film my unboxing. There is also the problem sometimes when it gets too dark. When I can use daylight, I use that. But when I can't, I will use my studio lightings. So I'll show those, how it looks like with the setup. And here we have the setup with my studio lights. So I would turn them on. You can adjust them the way I want them here. If I want them to lean downwards like this, and just how high I want them. So depending on how big the album is and how high this goes up, I'll need to raise these as well. And then I'll just turn them on for you so you can see the lighting gets a bit better, which I need to do if it's dark outside, of course. But I do prefer sunlight since it doesn't take all this time to set up the studio lightings. But it is really good. I don't have to stress home from work during the darker days of the year, during winter for example, so that I can unbox it when I get home even if it's dark outside. Really good investment indeed. So that is how I film my unboxings. I hope this helped you. And I would say that one of the best things, if you want, because I think it's a good angle, just leaning downwards, a little bit leaning towards us, because I feel that sometimes when people do unboxings and it leans, the other way around, it can make me a bit seasick, because you usually look at an album this way. So having a tripod like this is pretty much the way I would recommend. This wasn't an expensive tripod, there are cheap ones to get. And again, you can even film with your phone, buy a clutch adapted for that. So that was everything. I hope this was of help. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Bye.